to need some all-purpose flour, some vanilla, 2 sticks of butter, 1 egg yolk, and some granulated sugar. I use this Baker Special Sugar because it's much finer. Okay, so let's go. I weigh everything in grams. The recipe will be in the post. Add your softened butter. I softened it up in the microwave. Very few minutes in each increment, like 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. You don't want to let it get all melty. Actually, the corners will still, you know, a little bit firm, but still soft. Okay, I'll turn on the scale. Make sure it's set to grams. Grams has been the easiest and most accurate way to bake my stuff. So I prefer grams instead of just putting the measuring spoon inside a bag of all-purpose flour or inside a bag of sugar. So it's set to grams. There you go. I put my cup on it, and your scale should be, I forget what it's called, tare. So you're gonna put your hand over it, and it goes to 0. Now it's gonna weigh yours. In my paper now, it's the sugar, and it's 150 grams, which is 3/4 cups. But like I said, I prefer to weigh it. $120. Let's see. 41. 45. A little bit more. 47. 49. And 150 grams of the granulated sugar. And like I said, I use the finer sugar, which is castor sugar, or at King Arthur Baking, it's Baker Special Sugar. It dissolves easier. This is great for the Swiss meringue as well. All right, I'll be back with the next step. I'm back. So with the paddle attachment, I am adding the sugar to the butter, and I am going to paddle away at the butter and the sugar till smooth and creamy. You're going to scrape the bowl in between, of course, to make sure everything is incorporated. Okay, this is my first scraping. Okay, this is kind of hard to do with one hand, but bear with me. Okay, scrape everything off the paddle. Oh, it's getting nice and smooth and creamy. And with that sugar, I'm telling you, it's a life changer using that sugar. It's a little pricier, but you know, you're only going to use it for baking. So I don't use it for anything else in the house, like my coffee or anything like that. Okay, make sure you get down there, and I'll put it on again to make sure everything is incorporated. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Okay. Put that down. Put it on low. And let it beat a little bit more. Then we're going to measure the flour in here again in grams. And let me check the recipe to see how many grams that is. Hold up. Look at how smooth that is. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Okay, everything looks really nice and smooth now. You can see. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Like I said, I'm working here with I'm working here with just 2 hands. But obviously I need 4. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. All cleaned. It is 1 and 1, 2. And I made this last week. Some of you might have seen it on my feed. And it was a little bit hard to pipe through the piping bag. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay. And the whole egg instead of just the egg yolk. I'm back. So last time I added 1 egg yolk. Now I'm going to add the whole egg. Okay, we're going to beat that together so it'll incorporate again before adding the flour little by little. Be right back. Be sure to scrape the bowl. Scraping the bowl. And beating again. Okay, so we're going to measure out the flour. Your scale will turn off automatically. Okay, make sure it's still on grams. Sometimes it changes, I don't know why. Put the bowl. Again, tear it. I guess that's how it's said, I don't know. And we're going to take the flour and measure out 265 grams. See how much easier this is? You don't have to be, you know, digging this in the bag and having to use a knife to level it off. You never know how much you have. Okay, I'm almost there. 252. 63. 64. Tiny bit more. 64. And come on. 65. Very good. I'm going to sift, I guess, the flour. I know it has another name for this, so I forget right now. I like it to not have any big, large pieces of flour. And that's coming out nicely. Oh, beautiful. Nice and creamy. Beautiful. And look at that flour, how nice it's looking. Beautiful. Make sure you scrape everything. Everything is beautiful down there. Nothing left. No egg yolk, no nothing. Okay, now we're gonna add the flour little by little. Okay. And by the way, I have been preheating the oven at 375 since the beginning of all this. Add a little bit. And on low speed, combine. And you just keep adding little bits by little bits and keep combining. Be back. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more. Turn this off. Be right back. Okay, I have added all the flour. So I did that in like 3 parts. And let me tell you, it tastes delicious already. And we're going to combine that, scraping the bowl again and again. Okay, make sure you scrape the bowl because there will be flour underneath. Be back. Oh, I wanted to show you, I'm getting ready my piping bag with my large tip here. I forget which one this is, but I'll let you know in the post. Alright. Scraping the bowl, making sure nothing underneath, okay? Scrape, scrape, scrape. Okay, so I think we're ready to start putting the batter in the piping bag, and I will be back with that right away. Okay, we got our batter in here. Let's see how easy it is to pipe after adding those 2 tablespoons of milk. Alrighty. Oh, much easier. But I have to put the phone down because I have to use 2 hands. I'll be back. Okay, so far so good. Filled up the piping bag again, and I'll be back. Because like I said, I need 2 hands. Okay, let me try to do this one with 1 hand. Let me tell you that 2 tablespoons of milk really helped. Last week when I made them, they were very, very hard to pipe. Beautiful. Now they're going to go into the oven, 375 Fahrenheit, for about 10 minutes, or until the edges are golden. Be back. Okay, so just so you get an idea of how much batter that makes, I still have here in my piping bag, and I still have all this. So definitely another batch. Okay guys, I think they're ready. What do you think? Damn, that looks good. Now we're gonna have a second part to this. As soon as they're a little bit cool here, I'll put them onto the cooling rack itself. Then I'm going to melt some chocolate in some high ratio vegetable shortening. And we're gonna melt that together and dip a corner of these in the chocolate with some sprinkles. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to dip our first batch that is now completely cooled into the nice chocolate. I used Ghirardelli chocolate, which is the best brand to use for melting, for ganache, okay? I tried Walmart before and it wasn't too bad. Just don't buy the white chocolate of Walmart. That was terrible. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Alrighty. And you're going to continue doing this. You're going to sprinkle the sprinkles. Like right now, I guess, while it's wet. I'm taking a guess at that. I don't know. I'll be back. Okay, let's finish these up. Oh my God, it looks so freaking pretty. As you can see, I laid them on a parchment paper now with the wet chocolate. Wait to be cooled. If you want it to cool faster, put it in the fridge. I think that's it for now. I'll probably have a picture of the whole finished product later on. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for your support.